This week, I'm really reflecting on one of the best pieces of advice I've ever seen, which is to keep promises to yourself, oneself, myself. Anyhow, I really swear by this because it builds self-confidence and boosts or strengthens your sense of integrity. And also, it just really feels good to get things done. For those of you like me who live and swear by a list, even if you have to carry over a few items from week to week. So for me this week, my big thing was to build a bookcase that I had ordered with my mom. And I remember opening the package and just seeing all the pieces and portions, and I almost crashed out. But, you know, as with anything else in life, you start with step one. Well, step zero was making sure we had all the parts, but step one, and kind of just putting on a good podcast and going through each step methodically, scrutinizing the diagram, or sometimes just kind of trusting my gut. And now we have a standing and functioning bookcase. So it was a really tiring way to end the week, but I'm really, glad I kept my promise to myself of finishing that task this weekend. I think another key to succeeding along the lines of this piece of advice is to not make so many promises, right? A lot of people like to say under promise, over deliver. I think kind of applies here too, because when I've tried to be too ambitious with my lists of things I want to do for myself, things I've committed to doing for others, I get overwhelmed, and then sometimes none of them happen. So, each week I've chosen to hit 1 to 3 big rocks, and then I have, maybe another 1 to 3 that are bonuses. And week by week, I look back and I'm like, oh, I've gotten a lot done. So I would love to hear from people like how they've kept promises to themselves this week in little or big ways. And I hope you have a great week ahead.